So I am starting off the new year doing something new. I have been convinced that I need therapy. I, however, do not make enough money to afford it, so you guys get to listen. So a little bit about myself. I am 40 and divorced, much better off than I was, Catholic and Republican. So I've moved up in the world. Just recently, I went to explain to my mother how I was getting a divorce. Sorry, I'm going to be a lesbian, I'm getting a divorce, I'm selling the house. Woo! Her response was, well, if you're really gay, then was being a Republican a lie too? No, she didn't care. I'm getting a divorce, selling my house, starting a whole new life. Just tell me you're not a Republican, please. A little bit about my parents. I was raised by Janis Joplin and Cheech and Chong. We used to have to meditate when we were in trouble. Sit and ground ourselves and understand who we are and what we were doing and what we wanted to change and do better. I saw my friend's parents smack her once and put her in the corner. I went directly home to my mother and said, can you just hit me? It was over in like 5 minutes. I don't have 3 hours to talk to you about my feelings. I don't like to breathe. So recently, I have changed gears a little bit in my life. I like going on adventures, doing new things. One of those adventures has been into, I made notes, online dating. I decided I'm going to go out there and see what's out there in the world. So most women are accosted by pictures of certain things. Without warning, I might add. I just want to say, if you're going to send it to me, it's all right. Everything's artwork. The human body is beautiful. Just warn me. Don't say, hey, good morning. Bam! Have a roast beef sandwich. I need a little warning if you're going to throw that at me in the middle of the day. I could be talking to something important. I could be in a meeting. All of a sudden, look at my phone. Hi. Oh. Okay. And I was discussing this with my friends, and I decided I have acquired quite a mass of online photographs of people that live in this town. From Grants Pass to Ashland. Nice. Now, there's no faces, so we're going to protect the innocent. Anyway, I'm like, well, you know, if I color them a little different, maybe put them on some nice canvas work, maybe do the red and greens and browns like a little Andy Warhol.
Oh my gosh, do it.
I could really make some money. Sign all my artwork, Amy Warhol. I'm telling you, online dating, there are more things you can do than just get laid. You could start a whole new career. So I'm not sure how long I'm supposed to abuse you for, realistically.
You have 10 minutes. You still have 2 minutes.
So one of the things that I experienced, so we'll talk a little bit more about online dating. I had decided I was going to go on a date with a young man. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not just girls. I'll give it a whirl. We're sitting at dinner. I'm getting free steak and whiskey, so I'm hanging out. I don't care what you got under your pants. There's free steak and whiskey involved. I'm there. So we're having this lovely conversation. He's kind of cute. He's intelligent. We're having this great back and forth conversation. It's really going well. I'm not going to get cut into little pieces and sold in Mexico. I feel pretty good about this. He proceeds to, in very, very serious tone, tell me how he believes that the world is flat. Now, you all laugh a little because you know Maybe you saw stuff online. I, however, did not. I didn't know there were people out there that actually believe the world was flat. I am completely baffled and think I'm being messed with. Well, maybe he's funny. Maybe he's trying to be funny. No, the man was deathly serious that the world was flat and it was all a conspiracy, and there was going to be a rocket soon that they were going to prove it. You think of things you want to ask when you're going to date somebody online, like, do you like dogs? Do you smoke? Do you like to be outside? Do you like to be indoors? There are some questions you kind of think to ask. I like long walks on the beach, things like that. I never thought to ask, you have to think the world is round. Just swipe left. There are some other questions that I have learned that you have to ask, or limits that you have to set after the first date. Like, no, we're not doing that. At least not on the first date. It's going to take a little more steak and whiskey for that. I go on to other dates. Let's go back to girls. It's safer there. Maybe they think the world is round. I have a little more faith in women. No. Answered the door wearing very, very little. I go in because I'm me, and well, this is already off to a great start. After a while of the first initial kissing and making out and that little junior high hour that starts everything in our world now. Hold on, I have a box I want to show you. Oh, okay. Mental check as the person leaves the room. My keys are there, my purse is there, there's my shoes, there's the door, you got a clear path. If she comes this way, I can run that way. You got to make your escape plan. You never know what's in the box. Thinking, no, she's nice. Yeah, she answered the door in her underwear, but this can't go that badly. What could be in the box? Until you saw the size of the box. I have this giant box. She opens said box, and now I am 40 years old. I was raised by hippies. I've been in communes. I've seen naked people. I have been to the Rocky Horror Picture Show so many times I can't count. I've seen some things. I never saw what was in that box. I started to see what was in that box, and I realized it was the size of the box. So there was my escape plan. I have never gotten dressed, gotten my keys, and gotten in my car and been down the road so fast. I'd only need 15 minutes to get to work if I could do that every day. So be careful of naked women carrying boxes. It's not always a cake. Some are not so soft. So I well, it was the size of the box. No. She pulled out something probably the size of an arm or a leg. Now, I want to talk to you about physics. I'm 5'2". I am not a very tall woman. I'm not a very wide woman. Physics says there is so much space from A to B. Not so much space from A to B. I'm not 8 foot tall. That was probably one of the scarier dates, and I really thought back to myself, world being flat ain't so bad. He didn't have a box.
Keep it going for Autumn, J. Autumn, everybody.